Okay. Do you know why he said that? Right. Exactly. Right? Can you speak the language black? Nah. What about can you go to a landmass called black? Right? So there's no heritage in being black. You see what I'm saying? You can't speak a language, there's no landmass, there's no culture behind blackness.
Right.
You understand? Not to mention, I ain't never seen nobody the color of my shirt. You feel me? We all different shades of beautiful brown. You see what I'm saying? So the thing that it comes down to is, what did God call us? Because isn't that what mattered the most? Because you gotta think about it. Our oppressors the ones that called us black people. They called us black, Negro, and everything else under the sun. God never called anybody black as a nation of people. He didn't create us and then say, yeah, my black people. He pat us on the head. All right, so let's see what God called us as a nation of people. Right, let me get the book of Isaiah chapter 45, right, and verse 4.
Verse 4.
Bring it out.
For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect.
Said, and Israel mine elect. Right, now remember that word, remember that name, all right, Israel, all right? Let's keep reading though.
I have even called thee by thy name.
God is speaking to a particular group of people. And he said, I even called this people by their name. But what?
I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me.
What?
Though thou hast not known me.
He said, I called these people by their name, but guess what? They don't know me though. I'm the one that gave them their name, but they still don't know me though. Right, go to Isaiah 1 and 3 real quick for the sisters.
1 and 3.
Bring it out.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So he named two animals. He named the ox, and he named the ass, which is a donkey. Right, what's going on, King? Hey, y'all guys, boy, good? All right. So look, he named two different animals, right? He said an ox, and he said an ass, which is a donkey, right? Let's see what he getting ready to say about these two animals. All right, read that one more time for the...
The ox knoweth his owner.
He said an ox knows who his owner is, read.
And the ass his master's crib.
He said a donkey is all, you can drop a donkey off somewhere and they still gonna know how to get back home, read.
Right.
But Israel does not know. My people do not consider.
He said my people don't know them. So an animal knows these different things, but my people, they don't know and they don't even consider.
Right.
But the fact that y'all up here right now shows that y'all even willing to try to take a step to learning and who y'all are. And that's beautiful. So we're going to give it right to y'all, right? Let's go. Give me the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
28, verse 68, it reads thus.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
That the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt. Right? That word Egypt means bondage or slavery. All right, how old are y'all if you don't mind me asking? You said 19? Okay, so y'all fairly old, right? Or y'all adults to a degree, right? So it said Egypt. That word Egypt goes into bondage or slavery. All right? Remember, bondage or slavery. That's what Egypt means, okay? Remember that. What else did I tell y'all to remember earlier? That's right. Right, let's read that again.
It says, and the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
What Egypt mean? I just said it. Bondage and slavery. Remember? Bondage and slavery, right? Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt again with ships. It
said with ships, right? What's going on, my boy? What people went into slavery on ships? What people went into slavery on ships? Yeah. Like throughout history, what people went into slavery on ships? Right, so-called Africans, right? Us, our ancestors, right? That's how we got to this landmass, right? Right. So Moses right now is talking to a particular group of people. We're going to read what particular group of people that is, and then we're going to read it one more time. That's cool? All right, real quick.
And the Lord,
29 and 1.
like it. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
It says, these are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
To the who?
With the children of Israel.
So Moses, I know y'all heard of Moses before, right? Moses is talking, he's not talking to the whole world. He's talking to a specific nationality group of people. Which are the who? Who? Right. So
Right.
he's speaking to the Israelites. Now we get ready to read again what he said to them, right?
Okay. And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt.
So he's telling them the Lord is going to bring y'all back into Egypt, which means bondage or slavery, like we said earlier. Read.
Again with ships.
It said with ships. Then we all just agree that we went into slavery on ships. Our ancestors did, right? That's history. Moses straight up and down told the Israelites that they were going to go into slavery on ships. So what would that make us if our ancestors fulfilled that prophecy? Right. It wasn't hard, right? Clap it up for the sisters. Clap it up for the sisters, right? That would make us the Israelites. Right? Now that's the name that the Most High God gave. Everybody on the earth got a God-given nationality. There's no such thing as white man.
I'm gonna say the logo.
I ain't never seen nobody this color. Just like I ain't never seen nobody the color of my shirt. Right? So everybody on the earth got a God-given nationality. Y'all God-given nationality is what? Right. That's the point. The Israelites. So as the Israelites, now what? Now what are we supposed to do with that information? Right? Let me Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Bring it out, bring it out.
All right, we're going to get one more, then we'll let y'all go, all right?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12.
Bring it out.
And now Israel,
Who the Israelites? Right.
what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandments of the Lord. What? To keep the commandments
of the Lord.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, for thy good.
For what?
For thy good.
He said, for thy good. So the Lord commanded us to walk in his ways, to love him, and to keep his commandments. Right? As who? Right? As the Israelites. Not as strong black women, not as a strong black man. Right? Because remember, black don't mean nothing.
Right, right.
I never called us that either. Or your oppressor called you that. So would you want to go with what your oppressor called you, or what the Most High God called you? Right. So us knowing that now, okay, I am an Israelite, all right. Okay, now the Lord told me, hey, walk in his ways, love him, and keep the commandments. Okay. Now the question becomes, right, what are some commandments? How many is it? You said 10? That's what we taught at church. Right? But you see how big, thick this book is? You think it's only 10 commandments in this whole entire book? Yeah, it gotta be more. Right? So it is more, but a lot of people do a lot of the commandments without even knowing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna give y'all 2 commandments real fast, quick in a hurry, right? Let me ask you a question. Y'all ever went out to eat? Y'all ever been to a seafood place before? You said, yeah? You shook your head hard. Right? So look, when y'all go there, what kind of food y'all get? Seafood? It's a lot of seafood. Y'all ever had crab before? Crab legs? No? Oh yeah? What about shrimp? Lobster? Oysters? So on and so forth. Like they said, okay, all right. What about crawfish? All right, so you just more on the crab legs and lobster, shrimp. Okay, so we get ready to read about what the Lord said about seafood, right? Before y'all think about it, you can eat seafood, but it's only certain types of seafood you can eat.
Right.
Let's see what those types are, right?
Chapter 11 and verse 9, and it reads, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
The Lord get ready to tell you what type of fish you can eat that's in the waters. Go ahead.
Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the sea, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right, so the Lord said if it got fins and scales, you can eat it. It's all good, right? Let me ask you a question. Do catfish got fins and scales? All right, no, they got fins, but they don't have scales. They smooth.
Right.
Right, they smooth like a shark. Right. What about crabs? Do crabs got fins and scales? No. What about lobster? What about shrimp? Nah. All right, these different things, right? They don't have fins and scales. So what does that mean at that point? You can't eat it, right? According to what God said, right? Let's keep reading though.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales, in the waters, in the seas, in the rivers, them shall ye eat. God, and all that have not fins and scales, in the sea, and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, them they shall be an abomination.
So the Lord said anything that don't got fins and scales, it's an abomination to eat. And you got to realize, we God's chosen people, right? The Lord feels special about us as a people.
Right.
So us being special unto him, he like, look, I don't want my people eating just anything. Nah, they my people royalty. So as royalty, I want them to treat themselves as such, right? And you got to look at yourself like that. You got to look at yourself like a princess, you understand, or a queen, however you want to name it. But at the end of the day, you got to take care of yourself and walk like one too, right? Like we should, like brothers up here, we call ourselves kings. You see what I'm saying? But we can't just say that, but then go across the street and act like a nigger or a straight Negro. Nah, we got to present ourselves and walk like kings as well, right? So with that being said, right, would y'all be willing to stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster for the Lord? You said, huh? All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Last one, right? What about pork? Hold on. We got the DJ. Stop the whole music. All right, what's going on, sister? So, yeah. Right, for sure. You said you just want to eat your food? Okay. And you love the Lord, right? Yeah, I can tell. Okay. I got you, right? I want to believe that y'all love the Lord, right? Obviously, y'all giving us time of day, so, you know, that let us know right there that y'all do have some type of love for the Most High God, right? But I just want to show you something, right? And this is for it all, right? Go to the book of Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15, right? Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15, right? Matter of fact, go to 65. Give me 65, Isaiah 65 and start at verse 3 first.
Chapter 65, starting at verse 3.
Bring it on.
A people that provoketh me to anger. What? A
People that provoketh me to anger.
This is the Most High God speaking right now. He said, a people that provokes me to anger. And he's getting ready to list off things that make him angry. List off things that people do that put him in a state of being angry. Right? Let's see what those things are. Go ahead.
That sacrifice in gardens and burneth incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh. Do what?
Which eat swine's flesh.
Make God mad.
Which eat swine's flesh.
And broth of abominable things is in their vessels.
So the Lord said, people that eat pork, swine, the Lord said that make them mad.
Right.
Now the Lord know you probably want to serve him, but it's like, are you gonna choose food over the Lord? It ain't that. It's a lot of good seafood out here, sister. Right? You ever had salmon before? You ever had perch, whiting, red snapper? You say you never had perch? Hey, it's good. Oh, okay, yeah. So my point is, right? Shrimp, crab, and lobster ain't worth dying over. It ain't even worth making God mad over.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't never that deep. The Lord love you. You see what I'm saying? And we all want blessings, right? We all want to live a prosperous life, right? You said, huh? Right. So with that being said, remember in Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12, it said he gave us these things for our good.
Right.
So when we walk in the ways of the Lord, good shall come unto us. You see what I'm saying? And it's not just talking about money, like materialistic good things, even though the Lord can give you that too. But more in the sense of what? Spiritually. You know how many people that are rich or famous and still internally are not well? They still suffer from anxiety, depression, extreme anxiety, depression. They take all type of pills, and you would think, dang, they millionaires. How they sad still? Because they missing the one thing that they need. You see what I'm saying? So all we not about to come out here and yell at you and scream at you and all that. No, we just want to inform you and warn our people, and at the same time give them back y'all heritage, give y'all back y'all heritage, right? Because we love our people. We don't want to see none of our people destroyed. Right? If we get saddened when we see stuff like that, we get sad when we see our people don't know how to act out here, and our sisters don't know how to act. That makes us sad, man. Because we understand how powerful and how great our people are, right? We just need our own people to see that as well within themselves, right? And it starts with understanding who you are which is who are you? But that's right. That's the first step. Then from that point, okay, what's required of me? You understand? And when you begin to unlock all these different stages, you'll be able to see the spiritual growth. Because that's what everybody wants, or that's what they say they want. They say they want spiritual growth. Trying to find myself, so on and so forth. Right? But it starts with the words of the Lord.
Right.
Right? So would you be willing to make an effort to stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster? All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. That's beautiful, right? And it started with that. You understand? It started with that effort, right? Now, it'll be beautiful if you woke up and just never ate shrimp, crab, or lobster again, right? But at the end of the day, you know your progression. Not only do you know your own progression, but you know the Lord watching you too, right? You got parents, right? Your parents still in your life, right? You feel we all will feel a type of way when we make our parents mad. Or not even, I wouldn't even say mad, when we disappoint our parents. Because making your parents mad and making them disappointed is two different things.
Right.
It really hurts you when your parents disappointed at you. Like, damn. Put your head down, you feel bad. Right? That's how it is when it comes to the Most High God. Right? We love saying that God is our Father. That's the Father. That's the Father. But we don't treat him like it though. See what I'm saying? We got to treat the Most High God like he is our Father. Because he treats us like we his kids. How do we know that? Because he told us to keep the commandments. As a nation of people, we didn't. Now we at the bottom of society. Now we went into slavery on ships. Now our people don't know who they are. Now we fighting each other over street signs that don't belong to us. You see what I'm saying? Now we gossip against one another. Now we side-eye one another. Why? Because we broke the commandments. Right? So at the end of the day, Lord willing, y'all sisters, make those efforts, right, to keep those two commandments. Right? And you said you don't eat pork, so all praise to the Most High. Right? But that's not just for pork, that's for any and everything.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? What about you, sister? You eat pork? All praise to the Most High. That's beautiful. Right? That's beautiful. Right? Can I, before y'all leave, right, what God, I know you know, what God call you, sister? Huh? That's right. Clap it up for the sister. All right, y'all be safe while y'all down here, all right? All praise to the Most High, right? Hey, brother.
That's a sister.
See, it shouldn't be that hard, man. It shouldn't be that hard to tell, man. Right? But all in all praise to the Most High God, man. Hey, and we love you, brother, all right? You be safe while you down here. You guys chosen people, King. I know you, hey, we know, but hey, we love you, brother. Be safe while you down here, brother. You guys chosen people. We are the Israelites, man. With that being said, man, give me the book of Isaiah chapter 21 and verse 6, man. Right? Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 21 and verse 6, right? Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17. Right? Because there's a lot of things going on upon the face of the earth. What's going on, family? Y'all guys chosen people, all right? We love y'all. Y'all be safe while y'all out here, all right? We the Israelites. So with that being said, we got all hell breaking loose upon the four corners of the earth, man. And the people, they don't know, they don't care, and that's okay, though. That's okay, though. You understand? So those, what's going on, family? Y'all y'all already got to fall, praise to the Most High. Y'all be safe while y'all down here, man, all right? We the Israelites, family. Y'all be safe, man. Y'all God's chosen people, right? But we understand these different things. But real quick, before we bring all this out, right? Go to the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3, folks.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, and verse number 3.
Bring it out.
Verse 4, and it reads. Verse 3, and it reads. For when they shall say peace and safety.
They shall what?
For when
They shall say peace and safety.
Trump, what did Trump do, man? What did Trump do? Trump literally the other day said, you know what, hey, I got 2 weeks to decide on if we gonna enter into this, if we gonna, put our foot forward, if we gonna enter into this and put our hand to the plow in this war. We got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to decide these different things. Yeah, what did he do? Literally, he couldn't even wait 48 hours. He couldn't even wait 48 hours. And then what happened? A sleight of hand happened, man. What did they do? They dropped bombs, multiple bombs, right? Over 90,000 pounds of bombs got dropped today. Over 90,000 pounds of bombs got dropped today, man. Where? In Iran, man.
Right.
Right? And who did that? The Most High God did that, man. The Most High God, Yahweh, man. Right? The great and terrible God is the one that did that. You understand? All the Trumps and these different Iranian presidents and the Chinese and all this, they just the vessels that the Most High God is using, man. For his purpose that he established from the very beginning. But what does that mean, though? Right? But real quick, go to Sirach. Hold that. Go to Sirach chapter 19 and verse 27. Right? Sirach chapter 19 and verse 27, Baba Shah. Right? Because we understand this from the so-called white man. We understand how they move, man. We understand they can't be trusted. We understand that soon enough, what's gonna happen? They iron gonna rust. Man.
Right.
We understand these different things, man. Right? But what did they do? Right? Go ahead and bring this up.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and 26.
Bring it out.
There is a wicked man. There's a what?
There's a wicked man
that hangeth down his head sadly. What?
that hangeth down his head sadly.
They try to portray like they one thing when they actually the other. Right? Go ahead.
But inwardly, he is full of deceit.
He is full of what?
He is full of deceit.
Right? No other than the so-called white man is what? Full of deceit, man. Trump, full of deceit, man. That's all they carry. They are full of deceit, man. Read.
Casting down his countenance. What? Casting down his countenance.
Oh, I got 2 weeks.
Casting down his countenance.
I'm not going to do or make a decision until 2 weeks later.
Casting down his countenance.
And making as if he heard not. Where he is not known, and he would do thee a mischief.
He will do thee a what?
He would do thee a mischief.
Yeah, where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief. Meaning what? When people are not expecting it, that's when he'll strike, huh? And that's how they've always moved throughout the process of time. What's going on, Ken? Y'all guys, chosen people. Y'all be safe while y'all down here, all right? Right? He has moved like that. This is nothing new. He's been moving like this for thousands of years. You can read about the so-called white man moving like that in the book of Maccabees, man. What did he do? Right? Antiochus, he went into the city of Jerusalem after the peace treaty, and what happened? He got mad, man. He got enraged. And what did they do after that? They besieged it, man. They besieged it. They've always moved like this. What happened to our Northern Kingdom brothers? Right? What's going on, family? Y'all trying to take a flyer? Y'all guys chosen people, all right? We the Israelites, right behind you, King. All right, you be safe while y'all down here, all right, family? You an Israelite, King. You guys chosen people, brother. Be safe. Right? None of that. What did they do to our Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters, right? As they come with their hands hanging, like, hey, can y'all help us out? Can y'all teach us how to live off the land? Can y'all do this? Can y'all do that? Just to turn around and stab them in the back, man. Just to turn around and wage war against our brothers and sisters, man. Right? But we don't.
Bring it out.
Casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware.
Before thou what?
Before thou be aware.
And that's the whole point of the whole 2 weeks thing, man. He did that on purpose. You think Trump was doing that by accident? No, he did it on purpose, man. He did it on purpose. He talking peace, but behind his hand is what? War, man. In his heart is war. His mouth professing peace, but in his mind, he's thinking about how to overthrow you, like it tell you in the scriptures, man. Read on.
And then for want of power,
And then for want of what?
and then for want of power, he be hindered from sinning.
See that, man? Hey, they want power, man. That's what they want. They want control, power. What is America? Control freaks, man. They so much of control freaks, man. They try to break the firmament, man. To try to control the stuff up there, but they can't, man. They so much of control freaks and master manipulators, you understand, and put forth wickedness and lies and deceit upon the face of the earth. They faked the moon landing just to say they was the first ones to get there.
See that?
Just to say they was the first ones to get there. Right? What's going on, family? Y'all just trying to take a flyer for us. Y'all guys chosen people. Right? It's just a YouTube channel going into our history about who we are. Alright, y'all guys chosen people. We got to repent and keep the commandments in these last days. Because World War III is happening right now as we speak.
Right.
And you're either going to get right or get left in the last days, man. And all we out here to do is warn our people and give our people the game on how to do what? How to get through all this stuff, man. How to navigate, man. Because everybody have what? Everybody have not that knowledge, but they're going to seek it in the last days, though, man. They're going to seek it when it start hitting home. They're going to seek it when the stock market start getting empty, man. They're going to seek it when you can't buy no more damn tissue paper no more, man. They're going to seek it when they tell you can't leave out your house no more, man. They're going to seek all these things when it's what? Too late, man. Right? When it's too late. But you know what? That's okay. Why? Because, hey, we doing what the Lord commanded us to do at the end of the day, right? Let's go back to that in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 3 on that.
The book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 3, and he reads,
Bring it out.
"But when they shall say, peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction cometh upon them."
That's exactly what happened, man. Trump promised peace and safety. He even said a couple days, even before then, what did he say? He said what? He said, hey, look, y'all need what is it called? An unconditional surrender, man.
Yeah.
An unconditional surrender. And when you go into that day, that option is only coming out when what? When sudden destruction is getting ready to come. Regardless if they accept it or not. When they accept that, guess what? It's still destruction that come after. If they don't accept it, guess what? It's still destruction. So either way it go, it was a lose-lose situation. Either way it go, it was a war situation, man. Why? Because war is in his heart, man. Esau can't help himself. He literally can't help himself, man. Okay? What's going on, family? Y'all trying to take a flyer for us? It's just a YouTube channel going into our history about who we are. A YouTube channel going into our history about who we are. All right, y'all God's chosen people, right?
We know it. It says, and it says, destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. What? And
They shall not escape.
There's no escaping this, man. You can't go home and pray that the Lord stop World War III from happening, man. You got prayer chains going on, man. People sending prayer chains, right? Pray for Israel. Right? Pray for your people, man.
Right.
Pray that your people continue to wake up in these last days, man. Right? What's going on, family? Y'all trying to take a flyer for us? It's just a YouTube channel going into our history. All right, y'all God's chosen people. We the Israelites, all right? Y'all be safe while y'all down here, right? So these different things, our people, matter of fact, drop down the verse, drop down.
Wake up. Read on. Verse 5. And it reads, "Ye are the children of light and the children of day. We are not of night." What?
We are not of night.
Nor of darkness.
Right? And that's why we understand these different things. But we didn't choose that. The Lord brought us out of that, man. The Lord brought us out of being a part of the night, man. Being a part of the wicked, man. We used to do the same stuff, man. But the Lord, all praise to Yahweh, He brought us out of that for us to be able to see these things that we see now, man. And it's a beautiful thing. You really appreciate something so simple that may seem so simple as just the fact that you know these different things, man. Because you got so many people that don't care. They don't give a damn.
Right.
They get mad at. There you go again. Well, guess what? Hey, yeah, here I go again. Right, here I am again. I'm like the Kool-Aid man. Right? Read on.
Let us not sleep as do others.
Let us not what?
Let us not sleep as do others.
But let us watch and be sober.
Let us do what?
Let us watch and be sober.
Right, that's what we doing, man. And that's what we want our people to do, man. We want our people to watch and be sober. What's going on, family? Y'all trying to take a flyer for us? It's just a YouTube channel going into our history. They got 1 minute for the verse of the day, Bible verse of the day.
Yeah, come on.
All right, bet. We're going to do it real fast for you. I know y'all on the move. I just want you to tell me who it sound like. All right, King?
I don't know about her.
No. I just want you, we're going to read it, but I want you to say who it sound like. What people on the earth, from the Arab man, so-called white man, so-called black man, East Indian man, we just want you to say what people on the earth this sound like. Or did this apply to? Y'all do that for me? All right, bet. Let's see.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68, it reads,
Bring it out.
"And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt."
Right now, that word Egypt, I'm gonna just tell y'all straight up. That word Egypt in Hebrew goes back to Matazarian, which means bondage, slavery, or captivity. I'm saying it one more time. Egypt means bondage, slavery, or captivity. All right, what Egypt means?
Bondage, slavery, or captivity.
All right, that's important. Right? We're gonna read it one more time. Go ahead.
"And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt."
Y'all can hear me, right? Alright.
"And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt."
What Egypt mean? Right. Go ahead.
Again,
Yeah?
with ships, with ships.
It said, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, which means what? Bondage and slavery. It said again, but this time with ships. What people went into slavery on ships? Well, yeah, they were slaves. So, right, so-called black man. Right, the so-called black man, the one that went into slavery on ships. So with that being said, what does that mean? So far, it gotta be talking about who? So far, right? We're just gonna finish the verse real quick. That's cool. So far, though, who y'all say it's talking about? Right. All right, let's keep reading. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt
Out of the slavery
again
with ships.
by the way of I expect it to thee.
That's how it's gonna happen.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Go ahead.
And their yeast shall be sold to your enemies.
It said what?
And their yeast shall be sold to your enemies.
So he said, after y'all get up in slave ships, you're gonna be sold unto your enemies. Who that still sound like? Who go? Right. He's still talking about the people that was gonna go into slavery with ships, and they was gonna be sold unto their enemies. Read. Let's keep reading.
For bond men,
Slave men
And buying women.
slave women.
No man shall buy you.
That word buy is going into being redeemed.
Right?
Right now, so far y'all answer been the so-called black man, right? Has the so-called black race been redeemed out of this captivity that we in? Or are we still in the land that we was forcibly taken to? Right. Just because you can get a car, you can get nice clothes, you got a house, right? You can walk up and down the street. That don't mean you're free.
Right.
Right? Why? Why do I say something like that? You do. That is true. Right? But a lot of people gotta work. All races gotta work. But watch this. If I took you away from your parents, right? Y'all ever heard of CPS? Where they take people, children away from them? Right, that's a real thing. Guess what? That happened to us on a grand scale.
Right.
We got taken away from our people. Not only our people, but our homeland.
Right.
And we've been raised up over here. If I would have took you when you was 3 years old from your peoples, if I would have took you away when you was 3 years old from your peoples, and then brought you and put you into foster care and raised you up, you still ain't got to eat. You still got clothes. You still had a roof over your head. But do that make it right? No, that don't make it right. You see what I'm saying? So that's still being what? That's still being in bondage. That's still being a captive or held captive. Modern day slavery. Not only that, last thing, guess what? When you do work and you pay your taxes, who are you paying your taxes to? You're paying your taxes to the government, right? That government that you're paying it to, right, it goes to an economy. Is this economy ours? No. So, I'm going to simplify it. You're literally paying taxes to build up an economy that doesn't belong to you. That's modern day slavery. Right. Guess what? When the so-called white man pay taxes, they paying taxes to their economy. This is theirs. This is their government. Right? They are helping their economy. Our economy, the last time we had one in Tulsa, Oklahoma, guess what they did to it? They blew it up. That was the first time in U.S. history that they dropped bombs on U.S. soil. And guess who they did it to? Us. Why? Because they didn't want us to prosper. Right? So, what does this become? What are we saying? We literally just read to y'all in the Bible about what people? So-called black people being slaves. That's in the Bible. Now, the real question becomes, who was Moses talking to? Because Moses was the one speaking to a group of people. He wasn't speaking to the entire earth where this is going on. No, these is a particular group of people who he in the wilderness with. And he's talking to them and telling them what's going to happen to them in the future. What was the name of that people? That's what it comes down to now. We're going to give y'all the answer, all right? Go ahead, bring this out, 29:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, to the 29, in verse 1, and he reads,
Bring it out.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses.
The who?
The Lord commanded
Moses
to make with the children of Israel.
Make with who?
To make with
the children of
He
Israel.
said to make with the children of Israel. So if Moses told the children of Israel that they was going to go into slavery on ships, they was going to be sold to their enemies, and they wasn't going to be redeemed as a people, would y'all agree that that happened to our ancestors? That they got took. Not only did they get taken away, but guess what? They got sold. Not only did they get sold, guess what? They still in bondage to this day.
Right.
Guess what? If you want to leave America, what you got to get? Say it slow. You got to get a pass.
Right.
Just
Permission.
to leave. Right. Like the brother said, you got to get permission. Just to leave. And go back home. And a lot of people don't even know where their home is, man. Right? They just say Africa. It's a lot of places in Africa. Where at? right? But what's the point? The point is Moses told the Israelites that these things was going to happen to them. So if he told the Israelites that these things was going to happen to them, what does that make us? If we're the descendants of those people that Moses talked to. Right, that's the point.
Right.
The point is what? The point is y'all not black. I give y'all $100 right now, you speak the language black to me. See how dumb that sounded? Look, you thought about it for a minute.
Hold on, yeah.
Right? Okay, what about this? Right, y'all ever went on a vacation before?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give y'all another $100 just to go on vacation to the land of black. Ain't no land called black. Right, so what am I saying? There's no heritage in being black.
Right.
So when we call ourselves black men, oh, I'm black man, you put the fist up, that's the most heritage we got. Putting the fist in the air. Right? But what is the thing? Guess what? We not black. I ain't never seen nobody this color. Ain't no such thing as white. I ain't never seen nobody the color of your shirt. Point is, God gave everybody a God-given nationality upon the face of the earth. Y'all just learned y'all God-given nationality that quick. Did y'all have to pay $50,000 to go to college to learn that? Did y'all have to sit in class for 8 hours to learn that? No, y'all learned that in 10 minutes. What God call y'all? What did he call us? What is you said? Right, that's the point. You just learned that in 10 minutes. Right, clap it up for the brother.
Yeah, I need that.
Look, I didn't think y'all was gonna get that when y'all came downtown today, huh? Yeah, so what's the point now, though? Knowing that we Israelites now, what does that mean? Is that it? That's it. We Israelites. All right, cool. Is that it? Right. There's more to it. Right. I'm gonna give y'all this one thing real quick. All right. I ain't gonna hold up y'all time. Right. Go to Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
We're going to do 1 to 10 and verse 12, and it reads thus.
Bring it out.
And now, Israel,
Who are the Israelites? All right. Go ahead.
what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Same question we just asked. What does the Lord require of us now that we know that we Israelites? Right. Go ahead.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
What?
Keep the commandments of the Lord.
And his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
For like good, right? So what is the point? Now that we know that we who? Now that we understand that we the Israelites, right? What's next? Well, we gotta learn how to serve the Most High God. We gotta learn how to walk in our purpose.
Right.
Because we all got a purpose on the earth.
Right.
Our purpose is not to be the best NFL player ever. Right? You try to be the greatest quarterback, or you try to beat Tom Brady. Right? You try to be the next Patrick Mahomes, the next LeBron James, right? Michael Jordan. Nah, what's our purpose? How do we elevate ourselves? Through keeping the commandments of the Lord.
Right.
Understanding who we are, getting back to our God-given nationality, getting back to our heritage. Right? Because that's what y'all getting back. Y'all getting back our heritage is not 4th of July cookouts. Guess what? 1776 is when Independence Day was. Guess when Harriet Tubman came about? In the 1800s. She was still working them Underground Railroad. Right? Trying to free the people. So if she was still trying to free her people in the 1800s, but 4th of July was in 1776, that means we were still slaves.
Right.
So what we celebrating? We didn't get no independence.
Right.
Why we celebrating? Why? Because, you want to know why we celebrate it? Because we don't know what our heritage is. So what do? We cleave to everybody else's heritage.
Right.
We go over here, we go over there, we go over there. Why? Because we don't know what ours is. So we just want to grab onto something and hold on to something. But today y'all figuring out what y'all need to hold on to in the last days. You understand? Right? So we're going to give y'all one commandment. That's cool? All praise. Let's get on one commandment. Right? Yeah. I know y'all be going out to eat stuff, or y'all been to the barbecue, y'all been to the cookout stuff, right? Y'all eat pork? Okay, what about shrimp, crab, and lobster? Okay. Right? So basically y'all eat seafood, y'all like to eat meat and stuff like that, right? Alright, cool. Alright, let's bring this up.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7, and it reads,
Bring it out.
in the swine.
What?
And the swine.
Anybody know what swan is? Meat, the food? Right, yeah. Okay, pork. Right, go ahead.
Though eat about the hoof and be cloven footed, yea, cheweth not the good.
And pigs don't properly digest their food. And pigs don't have the proper amount of sweat glands, so they don't sweat. Right? Have you ever naturally like touched your face and your face kind of like greasy a little bit? Right? That's because as human, quote unquote humans, we have a natural sweat process. Why? What do I mean when I say that? You can literally be laying in bed or sitting down and your nose will be glistening. What does that mean? That means your body is releasing toxins that's within inside of your body. It's releasing those different things. That's the whole point of sweating in the first place. That's why when you get sick, what do they tell you to do? Bundle up, right? Get up under the cover. Why? So you can sweat the sickness out, sweat the different stuff out. Pigs don't do that. Why? Because they can't. So what am I saying? All those toxins that's inside of a pig, guess what? It stay inside of them. It don't matter if you clean them or none of that. It's still within it's in the meat, right? So watch this. Go ahead, keep reading.
And the swine go eat about the hook and be covered with it. Yea, to not the cub. He's unclean to you.
The Lord said he unclean unto us. Remember, we the who? Who are we? Right. We the Israelites. Right? Let me read something about the Israelites to y'all real quick. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And then we're going to get right back into this. This is just a quick sidebar. It's not even a sidebar.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Bring it out.
You see that? The brother been using his Bible. All praise.
The 16 it reads thus.
Bring it out.
It says, for thou art holy people.
Right? He said, for thou art holy people. A lot of people in the world think holy means you just real good. No. Holy means to be different. Or
Right.
set apart.
Right.
That's what the word holy means. It goes into the Hebrew word quadash, right? Which means set apart or different. Right? So it said, for thou, it's talking about the Israelites, for thou art holy people, meaning thou art a separate people. Thou art a different people. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God have chosen thee to
The Lord chose y'all to do what?
to be a special people unto himself. Above all people, what?
Above all people.
Down on the face of the earth.
That's in the Bible. The Most High God said that my chosen people, the Israelites, are above all people upon the face of the earth. Hey, God said it, not me. Right? But let's be real. You see it on an everyday basis. Right? All you gotta do is turn on ESPN. You see who the chosen people are. You see who the most advanced people are. You see who the most athletic, right? The strongest, fastest, smarter. You see all these different things. What is my point? My point is, let's go right back to that.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Read. In the swine, though he divide the hook and be covered with it, yet to about the blood, he's unclean to you.
Understanding that y'all Israelites, God's chosen people, and he said that we supposed to be above all people upon the face of the earth. Guess what? God said, I don't want my royalty eating something as filthy as a pig. Because y'all kings, man. Right. But a king got to carry himself like one.
Right.
I can't like, you feel me? A woman, she can't say, oh, I'm a person, I'm a queen. Right? But she on top of the car twerking for everybody to see. Right? I ain't never seen a queen do that. That's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? But like men or us as kings, guess what? We got to act like it.
Right.
You gotta treat yourself like a king. Even in the scriptures, they tell you, a righteous man, right, a wise man will have care of his diet. You understand? Right. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down. Well, it really just comes down to what the Lord says straight up. But that's a part of it. Just eat healthy. It's not hard to eat healthy. Now, I mean, you gotta eat damn salad all day. You can eat meat, eat chicken, you can eat steak, right? You can eat lamb. You ever had lamb chops before? Yeah, fire. Right? The brother got some lamb chops, right? Got jerk lamb chops. Right? So y'all gotta just carry yourself and says, take care of your bodies. Don't put filth in your body. What's a part of that filth? Pork. Don't feed your bodies pork, man.
Right.
Right? You're doing yourself a disservice when you do that. That's why when our people get older, they be having all these deficiencies and health problems and infirmities. Yeah. Got gout, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, heart problems, all type of stuff, man.
Cancer.
We just had a brother that had to get heart surgery, man. Right? Read on. You said, huh? Yeah, when he was younger. He an older man. You feel me? But it caught up to him. Over time, over the years.
Right.
We don't want that to be our brothers. See what I'm saying? Right? Let's read on.
Read on in Leviticus 11 chapter. It says in verse 8, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They're unclean to you.
The Lord said he don't even want you to touch a dead pig. So when you go to the store and you be seeing them things, he said, man, my people don't even need to touch that, man. My people too, they royalty. I don't even want them touching that. See what I'm saying? So would y'all be willing to stop eating pork for the Lord? All praises. You feel me? And it's not like, right, cover it up for a second. Right, and it ain't like you can't eat meat. You can still get out. Hey, brothers, you get out, man. You get out. Right? Grill and all that. Right? But we just make sure that it's in righteousness. See what I'm saying? We make sure it ain't no pork on your fork. No swine on your mind. See what I'm saying? So that's the pork side. Right? Last one.
Verse number 9.
Drop down to 10.
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales.
Right? It said all that have not fins and scales. Talking about fish. Read.
In the sea and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So the Lord said, fish that don't have fins and scales, it's an abomination unto us.
Right.
What is something about fish that don't have fins and scales? What is something about them? Most of them dwell where? At the bottom. That's how they call them bottom feeders. Right? What type of fish don't have fins and scales? You know. Y'all know. Everybody know. Right? It's just for some reason our people love to get amnesia when now.
What, an octopus?
Man, y'all better not be out here eating octopus, man. But you're right, octopus, I give you that one. Octopus, they don't got fins and scales. Right? But what's something y'all said that y'all eat when y'all came up here? When I just asked. Yeah, shrimp, crab, lobster, oysters, crawfish. Guess what? Those things don't got fins and scales.
Right.
And they all dwell where? They dwell at the bottom of the ocean. Right? What's the purpose of those fish like that? Their purpose is to clean the ocean.
Right.
Right? That's why they dwell down here. But people will always cry, oh my God, we got the fish, the ocean. We'll stop eating the shit that the Lord put on the earth to clean the ocean with.
Right.
And you'll be all right. The ocean would have been just fine. You see what I'm saying? But what do? We go and what do we love? We love to partake in the things that the Lord told us not to partake in. You see what I'm saying? So what was the cause of these different things? Or not the cause of these different things, but those things like that were the cause of our downfall as a people. Like what? Going into slavery. Being at the bottom of society. Being in a land that's not ours. We're supposed to be in our own homeland. Guess what? We're the only people on the earth that don't got our own army, our own government, or our own laws. Or economy. Everybody else do. Is that a coincidence? No. That's because we are in a relationship with the Most High God. What type of relationship? A father and a child. If once y'all have kids when y'all get older, hopefully y'all want kids when y'all get older, and y'all have you get you a son, and you tell your son, hey, don't go across the street, all right? Stay right here where I can see him. And your son, he go across the street, right? And you see he go across the street. Are you just gonna be like, haha, that little fella, and slap your kneecap? Nah. Yeah. And when he get back over there, it might be some furniture moving around. Might be some repercussions going on. Right? Guess what? That's how the Most High God deal with us. When the Most High God tells us to do something and we don't do it, guess what? He treats us like we his children, because we are his children. And what do we need? Discipline. What is this? This is our discipline. The Lord says, since you don't want to serve me, I'm going to make you serve your enemies. That's the dynamic in which we are with the Most High God. That's the relationship we got with the Most High God. A father and a son relationship. Or a father and a daughter relationship. So what does that mean for us? What do we got to begin to do? If not keeping the commandments is the reason we in this position, what we got to start doing? Right. And then start with what? What did y'all just learn today? Well, about food. What type of food y'all can eat? They can't eat.
Ain't no pork on your fork.
Right.
That's right.
And ain't no pork on your fork.
Right. Ain't no pork on your fork. No swine on your mind or none of that, man. Right? So, it start with that. Y'all just learn that commandment, that you can't eat pork, you can't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. So guess what? Y'all able to build off of that as time goes on. It's a lot more other commandments. But for right now, guess what? That's the foundation that y'all can build off of, that y'all walk with the Most High God. You see what I'm saying? Is it hard to do those things? Nah, it's not. Think about it. The Lord said, look, I love y'all so much, I don't want y'all to foul with the nasty stuff. Right? That's how much the Lord God loves us. He said, man, these my kings on the earth. People supposed to look at us for how to act and carry themselves.
Right.
Right? But guess what? Can they do that nowadays? Nah. Right? Right. So, what do we got to begin to do? We got to begin to get back to what the Most High God commanded us to do.
Right.
Which is walk with Him, keep His commandments. Y'all love the Lord, right? Right. Right. Right, but love is an action word too. It's a verb. You show somebody you love them. You tell them too, right? But I can tell you I love you all day long. I can tell you I love you all day long. But if I treat you like shit all the time, you don't love me. That brother, man, them dudes with the hair wraps just be talking, man. Nah, but we love our people, man. And how do we do that? We show it through action.
Right.
Right? The things we do in the communities, talking to brothers like y'all, talking to sisters, you understand? Bringing them out of certain situations. All type of different things. Now listen, it's a long list. You understand? But in like manner, that's how we got to do with the Most High God, right? So I'm going to leave y'all with these last things right here. Y'all got any questions? All right, I'm going to leave y'all with these last things. Give me John chapter 14 and verse 21. And you got that? All right, go give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 7.
John chapter 14 and verse 21, and it reads,
Bring it out.
He that have my commandment,
You got what?
He has that commandments.
Y'all got y'all learned 2 commandments today. You see what I'm saying? I learned 2 commandments. He that have my commandments, read.
and keepeth them,
Do what?
And keepeth them.
So not only had the commandments, but keepeth them, read.
he it is that loveth me.
He it is that loveth me. So the Lord said, I know who love me based off the ones that keep my commandments. Based off the ones that are obedient to me. Based off the ones that do what I tell them to do. Right? And that's what y'all got to do in these last days. You see what I'm saying? And hey, you gonna notice the difference too. But you got to build off of it. You got to build off those different things. All right? All right, last thing. All right, give me, go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, Dr. Shaw. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 6 and 4. See that?
It might be 4 and 4. Might be 4 and 4.
6.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Start at 5.
Start at verse 5.
Bring it out.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments,
Right, you learned some commandments today. You read?
even as the Lord my God commanded me.
Just like how the Most High God commanded us to teach our people. You know what I'm saying? Just like we was taught. We weren't born with this. We got taught these different things.
That you should do so in the land whether you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them.
He said what?
Keep therefore and do them.
Read.
For this is your wisdom.
This is your what?
This is your wisdom.
He said, for this is your wisdom. Wait.
And your understanding in the sight of Egypt.
Right? It said in the sight of the nation, in the sight of these people. So when we keep the commandments, they're supposed to look at us and say, these are wise and understanding people. Not, man, these are bunch of hood rats. Right? They shouldn't even be allowed to say stuff like that, but you can't be blamed when we act the way that we do at times. Right? So we gotta make the Most High God look good, right? So don't you want to make your parents look good? Everybody want to make their parents look good. Right? We don't make our parents look good when we out in the streets doing God knows what. See what I'm saying? We want our parents to be able to brag about us. Like, yeah, my son doing ABC or my daughter doing ABC. Right? In like manner, we want the Most High God to brag about us. See what I'm saying? So Lord willing, y'all give the Most High God a reason to be able to brag about y'all, right? To be able to give y'all peace and blessings, right? To be able to continue to grow y'all in the spirit. As who? That's right.
That's right.
That's right. All right, y'all be safe, man. All right, so all praise to the Most High God, man. How will Shimmy out the shop? All right, go to the book of right, get in the book of y'all too, brothers, y'all too. All right, so give me the book of Isaiah. Give me that in Isaiah chapter 45. Well, actually, read it right now. Give me Isaiah chapter 44, verse 8.
Look at Isaiah chapter 44 verse 40. Read it out. And they shall spring up as among the grass. As verse 3. It says, for I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and blood upon the dry ground.
How will you talk?
It says, I will pour water upon him that is thirsty.
Right, it said, I will pour water upon him that is thirsty. Right, and our people thirsty. And what's going on? We trying to pour that water, the same water that was poured upon, the same water that was poured upon us, man. By the Most High God, we trying to pour that water on our people as well. well, man. We're trying to get that same water into our people. So that what can happen, right, Rito?
Read on, it says, "For I will put water upon him that is thirsty, his blood upon the dry ground. I will put my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessings upon thy offspring. And they shall spring up as among the grass."
Among the who?
As among the grass.
Right, we want our people to prosper, man. We want y'all to prosper, brother, right? You guys chosen people, King, all right? We the Israelites, right? Take a fire. Right? It says, "I will cause them to spring up." Go ahead.
As willows by the water courses.
Go ahead.
One shall say, "I am the Lord."
I am the what?
I am the Lord.
I am the what?
I am the Lord.
I said, one shall say, "I am the Lord's," man. That's what we trying to get our people to do in the last days. We trying to get our people to understand that what they are the Lord's, man. They belong to the Most High God, man. The sooner our people understand they belong to the Most High God, the better off our people will be. Right? So the more our people want to deny it, want to shun away from it, guess what? Your brothers, your sisters, and your cousins will keep dying in the street because people act like they don't care, man. Right? You can't in one sense not care about it or show no consideration for it, and then in another sense, proud because of all the atrocities that's happening to your brothers and sisters. Right? Hey family, come slide over here for 2 minutes. Read on.
Read on, it says, in blood floods. One shall say, "I am the Lord," and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and shall name himself by the name of Israel.
Right, subscribe to the name of the Lord, right? Shall name himself by the name of Israel. And that's what we want our people to do in the last days, man. It's beautiful to see those different things going on throughout the four corners of the earth. You see that?
That's all.
It'll be all right.
Nah, brother. That's Esau.
That's Esau?
Yeah, but that brother.
He got killed. Right? Go to the book of 2nd Ezra. Right, give me the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 20. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 20.
Nah, that might be a Jake. Brother.
Chapter 15 and verse 20, it reads thus. It says, "Behold, say Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth."
What?
I will call together all the kings of the earth.
And that's what the book of God is doing, man. The Most High God is calling together all the kings of the earth, man. He's calling together the kings of the earth to do what? His will, man. To do what? His purpose, man. You understand? And what is that purpose? Read on.
It says, "Behold, said Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, from the Armenians, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them."
To turn themselves one against another, man. So he can repay the things that they deserve, man. And what do they deserve? Death and destruction. And that's exactly what you're going to see upon the face of the earth continually, man. Right, give me 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1. Right, 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1 real quick. Then we're going to go back to 16.
2nd Ezra 5 verse 1, and it reads thus.
Bring it out.
"Nevertheless, as concerning the prophets, behold, the days shall come."
What?
The
They shall come.
That's what the days here, read.
"That they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great numbers."
What?
Shall be taken in great number.
And that's what you see throughout the four corners of the earth. People forget that Russia's still going at it with Ukraine, man. People forget how many thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people that died over there in that land. People forget about the war that was going on between Gaza and Israel, man, and the Palestinians. People forget how many people died with that. People forget, hey, how many people dying, or not forget, don't even know, or want to know about how many people dying between this conflict between who? Iran and Israel, man.
Right.
And guess what? It's just going to escalate. It's just going to get higher and higher and higher. Why? Because guess what? America, they keep the door down now, man. They keep the door down. Why? For utter death and destruction to come upon the face of the earth, man. Right? Go to the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Read 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 14.
2nd Ezra 16 verse 16, it reads thus. "Like as an arrow which is shot out of a mighty archer, which has a mighty archer, which is not backward."
It says like as an arrow, man. The same way an arrow is shot. Guess what? When somebody shoot an arrow, guess what? They can't take it back. When they shoot it, they're not going to grab it out of the air and pull it back in from where it got shot at, man. Guess what? When it's shot, it's shot. And it is what it is, right?
Right. It says like an arrow which is not son of a mighty archer, returneth not backward. Even so the plague,
So the what?
even so the plague that shall be sent up on earth shall not return.
Guess what? Hey, guess what? What the Lord pronounced, guess what? It's not coming back.
Right.
It's not coming back. It is what it is at that point. Guess what? The Lord prophesied it. The Lord said it. So guess what? That's exactly what's going to happen, man. Right? Nobody can convince the Lord. People think they Moses, man. And people don't really understand the context of why that happened the way that it did. Right? But you ain't Moses, man. You can't tell the Lord, hey, stop, don't destroy America yet. It don't work like that, man. Right? It does not work like that.
I already know. I'm Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah. I already know.
All praise. Be safe while you're down here, brother. All right. Read. Go to 16 and verse. Give me 37 or 27.
The book of 2 Ezra 16, in verse number 37. 27, and it reads thus: so that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be left 10 slackers. For of a city there shall be 10 left.
There shall be 10 left.
Might be the what? It's gonna be people getting rooted out of the earth, man. Not only is it gonna be people getting rooted out of the earth, but what? Guess what? The times of seeing stuff like this, hey, it's gonna come to an end, man. You're not gonna be able to freely go to and fro throughout the four corners of the earth. Go to and fro downtown, man. Hey, when all hell breaks loose downtown, it's gonna be the worst possible place you can be in.
Right.
This is where it's gonna be all about war, man. And I'm not even talking about war with another country. I'm talking about war and seditions among men in America. What they call civil war, man. The downtown area, man, that's gonna be the absolute worst place to be. You understand? But the Lord said, hey, it's gonna be 10 left in the city to where what? A man gonna desire one another, man. Right? You gonna be happy, you gonna be out here like damn Will Smith, man. Out here like Will Smith, right? Talking to damn mannequins. Waking up every morning at the same time to go say good morning to a mannequin. Right? But, try that verse 3.
Verse 37, and it reads thus: behold, the plague draweth not, and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringing forth her son.
Do a what?
Bring it forth her son.
Within 2
Lord.